absolute disgraceful performance. Absolutely embarrassing, from the players all the way to the manager, all the way to Ineos for keeping the manager. What we saw just now was an absolute disgrace. The performance was one of the worst performances I have seen under this manager. It was terrible. From minute 1 to minute 90, the football that we played was dross. It was atrocious. There is no excuse for what we've just seen. If you are still backing this manager, this whole system, this whole regime right now, we have to, and you have to start thinking about why. What has been sold to you? What are you buying into? What makes you, after 32, 33 games with this manager, what have you seen to make you feel like this is the guy to get Man United back to the promised land of Canaan, like Moses? Listen, Moses apparently didn't even get to Canaan. Yeah, he went up to Mount Sinai, got the tablets, got the 10 commandments, gave it to the flipping Israelites or whoever, and then he died before he even set foot on Canaan. Maybe this manager is the manager to get us maybe halfway there, and then we let him go. Maybe we let him go. Once again, the team selection. I think every Man United fan gets excited before our games. We are playing one game a week. Some will say that's a good thing. Some will say it's a bad thing. If we lose games and continue playing the way that we play, this one game a week thing is going to be like torture. Yeah, it will. Yeah, the lineup. Once again, every time we see the manager's lineup, we're asking questions. Why is Maguire and Shaw starting for Manchester United in God's holy year of 2025? How has Maguire and Shaw gone from two players that we've wanted out of this club for the last 4 years, now first teamers all of a sudden? The worst they're getting as footballers, because they're not better than they were 4 years ago. They haven't improved. They're worse. So how are they now first team players? Why is Lenny Euro on the bench, guys? Why doesn't Heaven start ahead of Shaw? Listen, sometimes I like to look at the manager's perspective, and I like to think that, okay, maybe if I can get into the manager's head, he's starting Maguire because of the set pieces and the long throws, and he's more dominant in the air. Great, that's cool. I kind of understand that, but also understand that by starting Maguire, you're getting no mobility at the back there. You're getting no pace, no recovery pace, no recovery run. We understand, all Man United fans understand that Maguire is a fridge. He's not mobile. That's why he probably plays better in a back three where he has cover, right? And because he has looked decent in his back three, we've now all of a sudden forgot his deficiencies. We've forgotten that he's not mobile. He has to play offside. He cannot chase back. If that was Lenny Euro, even if that was DELOT, I would have more faith in DELOT maybe getting back. Maguire was shit today. Shaw was not good today. The midfield was absolutely rubbish today. And let's be honest, guys, we're going to have to talk about it. Cunha and Mbeumo, £62 million each for both of them. They were absolutely atrocious today. You have to call it. I'm not saying they're bad footballers, but today in this game, both of them were crap. Sesko, not so much better. He scored a goal today, but he was non-existent. Some of you would argue it's not his fault, lack of service, all of these things. I understand, I get it. These games, yeah, Cunha and Mbeumo, the Premier League proven players, the two players that were, I think, in the top 5 players in the league last season for output, yeah. The reason why we got these already proven Premier League players like Mbeumo, like Cunha, is to get us over the line in games like these. That's the reason why they're here. They didn't turn up today. We didn't turn up today, and the manager has to take responsibilities. If I always say this, if 1 or 2 players have a bad game, okay, cool, I get it. But if the whole team is not functioning, you have to look at the manager. 2 men in the midfield. Are we ever going to do well with this system with only 2 people in the central midfield area? Some of you guys want your Adam Whartons and your Balebas. The question I have for you guys is this. Do you think just by getting Adam Wharton and Baleba in those 2 midfield areas, we're going to transform? We don't play fluid football. We have never seen fluid football from this manager, from this system, regardless of personnel. I've said many times, we should be able to see some sort of style. We should be able to see some sort of fluidity by now, regardless of personnel. The difference personnel makes is that they will get the ball over the line. They will finish the moves because they have quality. But we still should see something to buy into. I think it's always 1 step forward and 2 steps back with this manager. His record is the worst. He has a worse record out of any Man United manager in the Premier League's history, by far. Yet he's still here. People ask me, should he be sacked? Listen, other managers have been sacked for less. Tottenham won the Europa League and they sacked their manager. West Ham just sacked Potter. I'm pretty sure West Ham probably have better points than us. I don't know if I'm right on that one. But Nuno got sacked from Wolves. But we're going to keep this manager. We go for proven players that are proven in the Premier League, like Cunha and Mbeumo, but we have a manager that doesn't understand the Premier League. So we go for proven when it comes to the players, but not proven when it comes to the manager. There are Premier League managers out there that will do a much better job. Give me a Viola, give me Glasner, give me any of those and I will shake your hand 100 times. And I'll give you a hug, please. I was not Amram out this strong. I gave Amram a chance. I think most fans have given him a chance. But whether it's his weak demeanor, whether it's him always cowering down, always being emotional, always looking frantic, always looking unstable and saying unstable things, he is not a leader of men. He is not a Manchester United manager. He's not. It's time for us to wake up now. Of course, he has the thing. What's frustrating about Amram, yeah, is that when he talks about I will never change, I will never change, I will never change. We actually saw him change today. He showed today that he could be pragmatic. He can play a 4-3-3, 4-4-2. Towards the end of the game, he changed to a 4-3-3 and a 4-4-2 formation. He changed to a back 4, which shows he can adapt if he needs to, which means his stubbornness is just about him and his system. He's put himself and his philosophy and his system above everything else. And some United fans like that. It should never be the case, guys. It should never be the case. Today's game, seeing Zirkzee as well, seeing Zirkzee come on for 5 or 10 minutes, seeing Mount come on before Zirkzee. Bruno's penalty miss, that must have been on purpose, guys. It must have been on purpose. I don't understand Bruno's penalty miss. I don't get, when did Bruno, please explain to me, people, when did Bruno change his penalty routine? When did he stop doing a hop and skip that he does to deceive the goalkeeper? When did that happen? Since he stopped doing that and just relied on his ability to strike the ball and to score, he scored less penalties. Why did he stop doing a hop and skip if it was working so well? This is his 2nd penalty he's missed, and he's cost us the game directly because he missed the penalty. And I bet there'll be people defending Bruno. Bruno's able, yeah, to have shit games and not escape, or should I say escape scrutiny, while other players like Ahmad get bullied. How? Why is this? Cunha and Mbeumo, we need better from you guys. We bought you for this reason. Mbeumo's crosses today were all over the top. Too hard. Cunha didn't want to pass the ball to anybody today. Dribble, lose the ball. Dribble, lose the ball. We were not playing like a team. Everybody wanted to be the hero today. One of the worst performances I have seen. questions have to be asked. Can we continue with this manager? Can we? I don't know, guys. As usual, people, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Amram in, Amram out. Why? Why? Give me reasons. How did you think? What did you make of today's game? Poor. I'm mentally checked out. I think this season I have to mentally check out, because if I do, and if I'm mentally and emotionally invested, I'm going to. Man United are going to do this all season, yeah. Unstable, and if I follow United, if I emotionally attach myself with United, I'm also going to do this all season. So I have to check out, guys. I have to disconnect myself for my own sanity. For my own sanity. Big up everybody. Big up the chat. Big up the Man United community. As usual, guys, like, share, and subscribe if you are new.